and welcome to another yoga practice. We'll start today's practice in a comfortable seated position. So find yourself in a nice comfortable place on the chair. Allow the soles of the feet to connect down towards the earth. And allow yourself to find a place where your spine can feel nice and relaxed, where you can sit up nice and tall. So for some of us, we might want to lean back in the chair that we're sitting on, or for others we might want to bring the weight forward and have soles of the feet on the floor. From here, I just invite you to either close down the eyes or look towards the earth. And we'll just start today's practice by taking the focus inside. Allowing the shoulder blades to settle down the back space away from the ears. We want the chin to rest parallel with the floor, so we're not tucking the chin towards the chest or sticking it up, but the head rests at a nice level above the spine. And we can gently start to sink our weight down towards the earth, feeling the connection to the floor through the feet, allowing the sits bones, lower half of the body, to feel really rooted and connected to the chair. And then from the base of our spine, we can start to grow nice and tall up towards the ceiling, as if there were a cord in the crown of our head pulling us up through towards the sky. Allow the shoulders to melt down away from the back. I'll just invite you to start to bring your awareness to your breath. Just noticing without judgment the steady inhalation and exhalation of your breath. Just notice what happens to the body on the inhale. Maybe the diaphragm, belly expands, rib cage expands. And then as we exhale slowly through the nose, allow this complete sense of relaxation to flood every cell in the body. Continuing to watch the breath as it flows in and out of the body. And just gradually over time, without forcing it or any artificial breath, we can make each inhale longer and fuller. And then each exhale, we can allow that total relaxation in the body. Today's class is all about balance, so we're going to move into standing postures. So I'm going to get rid of my chair and just have it maybe to the side somewhere nearby, and we're going to be doing some balancing on one foot. So if it's helpful to be near the chair, to be near a wall or a different piece of furniture, get yourself set up somewhere where you've got kind of things to hold on to if you feel like that might help with your balance. To begin with, we'll find that nice Samastiti standing posture. So our feet can either be 2 feet together. For some of us, that can create a pinching in the lower back, so we can have the feet hip distance apart. I like to have a kind of softness and micro bend in the knees, so we're not locking the knees out, they're not ramrod straight. I've got that micro bend. And then I want to tuck the tailbone underneath, so I've kind of, as if I'm wearing tight tummy control pants. I'm not sticking the bum and the belly out, but I'm drawing the pelvis toward the tailbone and the tailbone down towards the floor. My shoulders soften down away from the ears and the chin rests parallel with the earth. From here, I'm going to put my hands on my hips and I'm going to find my 2 hip bones, and I'm going to be really conscious when we do this exercise that my hips stay still. So I don't want to have this kind of swinging hips from side to side. I want to keep control here, keep the hips in alignment, and then just rise up onto one tiptoe and then the opposite tiptoe. So we'll start off nice and easy, coming back down, both feet flat on the floor as we transition. Really thinking about those hips being in alignment. And then if you feel quite comfortable here, have a go at kind of rising up onto both as we swap over. And we'll just alternate, rise up left, lower left then right, rise up right then left, lower left then right. Good. Keep both hips in alignment as we rise up and slowly lower down. Nice. So we can stay here, hands on the hips, if that's helping with the balance, or we can have a go at bringing the arms into play. So we're going to do opposites. As my left leg rises, my right arm lifts, and then opposite. Lovely. So we're working through arms and legs moving. Proprioception. Thinking about keeping those hips in alignment. Lovely. And you can stay working at this level, or we're going to have a go at bringing both hips and hands up. So we're going to rise all the way up onto those tiptoes, arms overhead, and then exhale, gently release. Again, if you want to have a chair or something to help you with this balance, you're very welcome to. Those will work with 3 more of these, rising and lowering. Try to honour that pause at the top of the rise. So can you hold it for a couple of seconds before you bring the feet back down with control? And then after our next one, we'll prepare to hold. So we can either hold with both hands on the hips, lifting both tiptoes, hands on support, or if you want to give yourself that challenge, bring both arms up above your head, and we're going to hold on these tiptoes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Let those legs down. Give those legs a shake out if they need it. Nice. We'll move into one-legged balances. So if you would like that support for your one-legged balance, go ahead and be near something sturdy now. Find those feet underneath the hips, and we're going to shift over onto the standing leg, my standing right leg, as I gently hover the left foot off the floor. To begin with, I'm going to start by rotating that ankle in one direction and then the opposite direction. And then again, I want to think about the hips being in alignment. So as I rise this leg up, I don't want to tilt the hips. I want them to stay in a nice alignment as I float this knee up towards me. I can take hold of the top of the thigh, or maybe I can interlace the fingers around the front of the shin, get hold of some of the pants there if that's easier. I'm coming to balance on one leg. Again, you're welcome to hold on to some support. And then here we'll rotate that ankle again in one direction and in the opposite direction. We're going to prepare to move this knee out towards the side now, so we're opening up through the hips. So my fingertips come lightly on top of the knee, and then I open that knee out towards the side. I'm going to flex the toes to protect the knee, and it might be that in your body this looks more like this, the foot's closer to the floor, or it might be we can rise that knee up a little bit higher. To test the balance, I can release this arm out towards the side. And if I feel quite stable, I can turn the gaze away from the knee to look towards those fingertips. Lovely, well done. I'll gently bring that knee back towards the center, and then have a go at taking both hands on your hips and sticking that leg out as high as you can, flexing through those toes. Lift up the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Pop that down. Give the standing leg a shake out if you want. Give those legs a nice shake out. Balancing is something that we can find really tricky, but with regular practice, I promise you, we do develop those skills, that strength and that stability in the body. Balance will increase. Prepare for the opposite side. So if you want to have a chair or something nearby, go ahead and do so. We'll just start by gently hovering that foot off the floor, rotating the ankle in one direction. Again, thinking about trying to keep those hips in alignment here. Before we prepare to slowly rise that knee up, maybe taking hold of the top of the trousers or interlacing the fingers around the shin. Can rotate the ankle then in one direction and in the opposite direction. And then we'll prepare for that hip opener. So same hand comes onto this hip, fingers lightly on top of this knee, and then I'll open this knee out towards the side. Again, having it at any height that suits my body. Any pain or discomfort in the hip joint, bring it closer back towards the front, and I can flex that foot to protect the knee. If I feel quite secure, I can rise these fingers and maybe look towards this hand. Lovely, well done. And we'll gently draw that knee back in front of us, hands on the waist. Stick that leg out as high as we can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing, well done. Give those legs a nice shake out. We've got one final standing balance today, which is our tree posture, quite a famous tree yoga pose. So I'll start by standing on my right leg, and I'll take those left toes out to the side. Option 1, the ball of the foot is flat on the floor. Option 2, the ball of the foot comes on top of the opposite foot. Option 3, the sole of the foot might come in contact with the thigh. The more advanced option is I bring that sole of the foot all the way up towards the thigh. Please don't have the foot directly on the kneecap, so lower or higher than the kneecap is fine. And we can take the variation with the foot on the floor or on top of the opposite foot. Once we've found the right placement for our foot, feel free to hold on to things that are around us, or maybe challenge ourselves by bringing those hands into that prayer position. Find that nice steady connection with the breath. And if you feel quite well balanced, we can slowly rise the arms up overhead. Maybe release the hands, touch first finger and thumbs. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And there's a slight turning of the head towards the ceiling, opening up through the top of the chest and shoulders. Keep that connection to the breath. Lovely, well done. And then gently bring hands back together. Release the knee towards the earth. Give that standing leg a nice shake out if it needs it. Have nice strong toned legs after this session. Then we'll switch over to the opposite side. So again, find the place, toe on the floor, top of the foot, on the shin or up on the thigh, just avoiding foot resting directly on the kneecap. Want to be really careful and protective of those knees. Once you've found the place that's right for you, feel free to hold on or bring the hands into the heart center. Finding that tree balance here, or maybe rising the arms up overhead, drawing first finger and thumbs together, shoulders down away from the ears, slight lifting of the top of the chest, gaze towards the ceiling. Keep that connection to your breath. Lovely, well done. Gently draw the hands together. We'll release hands and feet back down towards the earth. Give it all a nice shake out. And then we can come back to our comfortable seated position for a short relaxation. Well done. So finding ourselves once again in a comfortable seated position on the chair. To prepare for relaxation, you might find it more comfortable to lean back further into the chair behind you. If you want to grab a cushion or anything to sit on or have behind you, as we prepare to kind of sit still for a little longer, you're very welcome to. I suggest having soles of the feet flat on the floor. Just helps us ground down towards the earth. And then find a nice comfortable place for the hands on the lap. And I invite you again to close down the eyes and take the focus inside. Finding a nice comfortable posture for the spine. Allowing the chin to come parallel with the earth. Shoulder blades relax down away from the ears. And again, gently bringing our awareness to our breath. Just noticing without judgment the steady inhalation and exhalation of your breath. Just noticing if the quality of your breath is different in any way to how it was at the start of practice. Noticing any differences or any similarities between that breath. Before we gently let go of observation of the breath. And just allow ourselves to melt into a nice deep relaxation. Allowing the toes and soles of the feet to soften and relax. The sense of relaxation works its way up its ankles, towards our shins. The knees soften and relax. And this sense of relaxation travels to our thighs. We allow any tension in the thighs to melt away like warm, melting butter. Allow the sits bones, hips and pelvis to soften and release. Let go of any tension in the abdomen and belly. Allow the belly to be soft now. Allow this sense of relaxation to travel up the spine. So the lower back softens and releases, traveling all the way up to the area behind the rib cage, until finally our shoulders soften and release. Any tension in the shoulders melting away like warm, melting butter. This relaxation spreads down your arms, wrists, hands and fingers. The neck softens and relaxes. And then you gently relax all the muscles of your face. So from the tip of your head to the tips of your toes, your body feels totally relaxed now. Lovely, and then when you're ready, we'll gently bring your awareness back into your body. Keeping your eyes closed, just visualize your body on this chair, in this room, on this day. And in your own time, we can start to bring some gentle movement back into the fingers and toes. On an inhale, maybe stretch the arms up above the head, have one nice long stretch side to side. And then exhale, gently we'll draw the hands in front of the heart. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. Take care.